The path of a glorious warrior is growth. A true warrior thrives on evolution. Only by continually reinventing themselves, staying open and clear-minded, and combining time-tested methods with new innovations.
247. 248.
Can they achieve lasting success? Are you ready for the next step of your evolution? Bellator, merging future-driven digital innovation with genuine, tangible values. At Bellator, two highly promising real-world projects create steady income streams. The first one is Miracle Cash, which is revolutionizing digital payments with cryptocurrency integration. The world of digital payments is undergoing a seismic shift with the rise of cryptocurrencies. Every day, we interact with payment terminals. Yet until now, paying with cryptocurrencies on these devices was not possible. Miracle Cash has developed groundbreaking software that integrates cryptocurrency payments into terminals across different providers. Major global terminal providers are already part of Miracle Cash's client portfolio. The second income stream is an ambitious and visionary real estate venture that bridges the physical and digital worlds. Phoenix Hera is a hotel and residence project featuring an in-house casino located in northern Cyprus. North Cyprus was repeatedly selected by the world-famous Forbes magazine as the #1 choice for the best beachfront property investment in the world. What sets this casino apart is its licensing, covering both cryptocurrency operations and an online crypto casino. Tied to the physical presence of the hotel and residence, this long-term project offers stability and consistent profits for Bellator. Secure your lifetime profit now with Phoenix. Phoenix lies at the heart of Bellator's profitability program. A proprietary cryptocurrency that guarantees exclusive ownership through blockchain technology and is designed to automate profit sharing, your profits. Phoenix brings together the income streams of Miracle Cash and Phoenix Hera, delivering automated returns to token holders. This currency is powered by nodes, which give you the exclusive right to mine the Phoenix token. Once you own a node, you'll receive daily payouts in Phoenix, guaranteed for life. A node starts at just $1,100 and is available as a half node, a full node, or in packages of 3 or 7 nodes with special bonus advantages. Full details are available in our back office. Earn even more by growing the Phoenix community. By sharing Bellator's vision with others, you can help expand the Phoenix community while earning an additional income through referrals. Join the Bellator Community Project today and secure your profits, built on real values and sustainability. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Forever.
7 days a
Why is
week,
everyone suddenly treating
365 days a year.
the derivatives
Does
trader
that
with
sound
decades
great or
of
does that
experience
sound
in risk
great?
management
Hey, I want to welcome
and
everybody here
asymmetric
today.
bet history,
Let's
time
get
to
set
pay
up. I'm going to go
attention.
back to share
This
screen.
clip
From the TFTC podcast, Joe Bryan,
Got
former
this.
Goldman Sachs trader, current advisor at Antillon Capital, breaks down why Bitcoin isn't just
Okay.
another investment opportunity.
Got it. There we are. Let's go full screen. Perfect. Bellator, your daily forever profit. Bellator is more than just a company. It's a promise to deliver real value through innovative products. So let's kind of talk about that. But before we do, I just want to give a little bit of a housekeeping. We went to a new schedule this week. Micah had mentioned it a little bit. If you're here for the first time, by the way, sit back, relax. I promise you we'll be done probably right around the bottom of the hour. Won't be here too long, but there's some great information here. We really could go on for hours, but we just want to give everybody an opportunity to, on a daily basis, be able to see on with a fresh set of eyes where we're at in time. And the numbers are rising. More and more people are joining, and we are just so perfectly positioned in the world today as we have it that I might get excited. And if I get excited, sometimes I talk fast, and I apologize, but we're really in a fantastic place. And Bellator is a marketing arm for Miracle. Miracle Cash and More is what we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about most specifically one of our products, which is Miracle Pay. Miracle Pay, I believe, can be the product that actually creates a brand name for us all over the world. So you really had a technological breakthrough situation with what we have and what we're bringing to the marketplace. And we're just getting started. So let's just start with a quick income disclosure statement. Basically, what this says is that there's no guarantees. You know, any type of risk. This is you're going at it about your own risk. I'm going to put it in my terms. You know, never put out more money in an investment than you could afford to lose. And when I first started inside of the crypto world back in 2017, one of my mentors, Tika Tawari, said at that point in time, he said, never risk more than 5% of your investment capital. At this point in time, brokerage houses are recommending that you invest 2, 3, 4, 5% of your investment capital into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. So it's a different world today, but we all have a different tolerance for risk. So talk to your financial advisor. We're not financial advisors. We're just going to share with you what's going on. We also have a copyright disclaimer that says if you take this information, the video, the text, what I say here, and you try to use it for some other purposes, or you didn't get permission from Bellator, Bellator reserves the rights to take legal action against you, is essentially what it says. So my question to you is, are you positioned? And before we go into this section, I just want to kind of bring everybody to a point. You probably know this, maybe you don't, you know, depending on where you come in. There's a phrase that Michael Saylor uses that I kind of like in regard to Bitcoin. He says, people get started in Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Meaning that there's a lot of people still that they still, you know, not accepting it and telling you all the reasons why it's wrong. And so those of you who know me know I tell stories. And so a few years ago, I'm on the beach in Aruba with a dear friend of mine. We actually went about 4 couples. We had a blast. And this gentleman, John, I was telling him about, you know, Bitcoin, and he wasn't really getting it, as most people didn't. But his son, who lived in Cyprus, was a broker. And I didn't know at the time, but John came walking over to me. He's walking on the beach, talking on his phone. I know who he's talking to. And he comes over to me and says, "Hey, Ed, here, tell my son about it." And he gives me the phone. And I'm like, he put me on the spot. And, you know, so I entered it very, you know, softly, because people are very opinionated. And he went on to tell me how and why Bitcoin is a fraud, it's a Ponzi scheme and all these kinds of things. He said, "Hey, I understand a lot of people, you know, think that way. I used to think that way, but no biggie." And that's it. I ended the conversation. I did not want to sit there and try to convince his son, that, you know, the Bitcoin's for real. Everybody comes into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency at the price they deserve. It's just the way it is. So right now we're hearing about, you know, just broke 100,000 again, and it's going a little bit sideways, you know, vacillating now between, you know, 105 and 95. And, you know, there are big swings. There's things called volatility. And most people are afraid of volatility. Oh, no, that's too volatile. Excuse me. Once you learn what volatility is, people who make money in the markets love volatility. The more volatile, that means there's interest. That means there's speculation. That means people are coming in and going out. Volatility is good, especially when you're involved in a project that's in the beginning stages of its evolution. And for Bitcoin, here's where we're at. The latest, if you look on the top left there, there's a little snippet that says over 560 million people own cryptocurrencies. That's about where we're at large, the whole world. The experts are predicting that by the year 2030, less than 5 years from now, that number will jump to over 5 billion. So depending on how long you wait, it's at a, and I'll use large numbers. I'm not afraid of large numbers. A lot of people try to be as cautious as possible and not offend people or not sound braggadocious or not sound like they know it all. And those of us who are confident and believe emphatically in where this is going will tell you. Like when I first back in 2017, it was vacillating around 3,500. Even when it went up to like 20,000, I remember certain people saying, "Hey, it's going to hit 100,000. It's going to be a 500,000. It's going to be a million," and everybody just poo-hooed it, including myself, prior to me having my awakening moment, which is when I listened to a podcast where Tika Tuari was interviewed and the light bulb went off. From that time on, I jumped in. And more specifically, when I reconnected after, it went through a big drop, when Bitcoin dropped by 80%, scared the heck out of most people. They scattered and they won't come back, because they weren't in it for the long term. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to cover today is for the long term. It's for your children and your children's children. When you look at it on a 100-year roll, then you'll understand why now is the time that, too many people will jump in and out, and only the people that really have the big vision of to where it's going will stick. So I encourage you, stick. and the company that we're representing is getting ready to take off. Why? Because would cause me within 5 minutes to say to my friend Ray Vidrio, "Ray, if what you're saying is true, I'll jump on a plane tomorrow and come to Northern Cyprus." 6 days later, I was in Northern Cyprus. And in that next day, I got on a couple of webinars, got to understand a little bit more. And I sent Ray a text and I said, "Ray, my bags are packed. I'm ready to come," because it was that big. See, what he told me in 5 minutes got me to a point where I said, wait a second, if what he's saying is true, this thing could be a technological breakthrough that everybody in the world knows about and utilizes. I got to really dive into this thing and see. And that's why I did that. And from that moment forward, I'm totally all in on Miracle, Cash, and More. I'm totally in on Bellator, which is the newest marketing arm for Miracle. And Bellator has within it some components that I'm very familiar with, that I'm fortunate enough to having helped design. And I'm telling you guys, this thing is going to go around the world lickety split for a lot of reasons. And you're seeing it before the whole world knows about it. And that's the big secret. The secret is to position yourself in front of the masses before the masses react. If you want to hit a major home run, you got to come in when it's not going to grow by 20 or 30%, and that's good. Most companies would love to grow by 20 to 30% a year. No, this is when you not only go 10x, but 100x and 1,000x. That's where we're at right now. And so let's jump right into it. Our goal for the next 12 months is to bring on board over 100,000 partners and produce over $200 million in CPU sales. We're going to be talking about CPUs. And with Bellator, what we're doing is we're sharing with people the
path
excitement
of a glorious warrior.
This version, I have to get this straight, guys. This little 4-minute video, I got to show you it because it says it all. And let me just open up my Safari you can see how much, hey, what's going on here? How cluttered certain things are for me, but I want you to see the whole thing. And if I can't get there, I'm not getting it there. Okay. That's my desktop. I apologize. Hey, get back here, you. All right, let's go back here. Just roll with it. Okay, we skip right over it. That's a little formative video. We played that at the beginning, so forgive me. There we go. Let's skip that because we saw it. That's all I should have done. Skip it. Skip it, Ed. There we go. So what is the opportunity we have with Bellator? Bellator is getting paid. If you come in, by the way, you saw the $1,100 price for a node. $1,100 nodes are where we're at right now. They will go up in price. You can guarantee that. And right now we do have a special promotion that I'll tell you about in a little bit, where you could actually, get a phenomenal promotion. We'll cover that in a little bit. But basically what the nodes are is their CPU, that's a computer power. You're buying a piece of the computer power to power this entire system that you're going to see here. And in return, you're going to get paid daily. Every day you get paid. You get paid in our own token called the Phoenix token. So the two things that fund the Miracle Pay nodes that we're going to talk about is Miracle Cash, and more specifically Miracle Pay, and the Phoenix Hera project that is underway. We've already broken ground. We're building the world's first. We're building the world's first casino hotel, 5-star casino hotel and residence. Behind that, there it is. Okay, perfect. And so when we look at everything we have here on this one screen, we talk about Miracle Cash and More. Miracle Cash and More has an ecosystem that is everything that's enclosed in the upper left-hand side. And also, we have things that are above and beyond that, like the Phoenix Hera project we're going to talk about, like Leveler, which is our trading platform. We'll cover some of that stuff later. But this is basically when Ray first told me we have our own cryptocurrency exchange. We have a cryptocurrency exchange where people can buy and sell crypto. But then he talked about these stores and said we're doing brick and mortar stores, crypto on the street, kind of like Apple stores. And that's when the light bulb went off. I said, wait a second. If there are going to be Apple type stores all over the world, where people could go in and learn about and get involved with crypto and get their questions answered, they could buy things there and get set up there, this could be monumental. This could be huge. And that's what got my attention right out the gate. And then I found out that in the European Union, they have passed legislation that is what's called MiCA, Markets in Crypto Assets, that allows those people who get licensed and regulated to participate there. Then I found out that Miracle Cash and More doesn't enter into countries until they're fully licensed and regulated to do business there. That really attracted me. These guys are doing it the right way. They're doing it, top of the line, and realizing that they have technologies, we're going to go through some of them, that nobody in the world has, including being able to purchase things utilizing a point of sale terminal. Matter of fact, the same point of sale terminal that you're buying things through and using a credit card and debit card, we have partnered with the 4 largest providers in the world, over 100 million merchants, not over 100 million people. How many merchants does each people have? I don't know. How many customers does a CVS have? I don't know. How many customers does a Walmart have? I don't know. But all those merchant machines in all those locations, we've partnered with. And in the very near future, we're starting to roll out in Europe the ability for those stores to say, yes, we want to receive cryptocurrency as a form of payment. We want to give that to our customers. And as it turns out, it doesn't cost them anything. All it is a programming scenario between us and them. And it takes just a couple of minutes for them to say yes. and a day or two to set it up. And then we go out and we put the decals on the store window that says Miracle Pay. We accept crypto here. And the Miracle Pay allows them to pay in just about any form of crypto they want, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or up to 1,000 different tokens that could be utilized, including the Phoenix token that we're going to talk about here. So we've been featured and getting positive press all over the world. In fact, last year we won a Blockchain of the Year award at the Dubai Crypto event. Things are starting to happen, but it's not a household word yet. That means it's opportunity for you. Miracle Cash and More is in the process of going public on the NASDAQ by acquiring a company called Metaterra. And this will happen momentarily within weeks or months to come. I don't have a date. You know, I always like to share with people this. When it comes down to technology, it's been my experience that everything takes longer than you expect it to, just the way it is. You could bet on it. So I always say, expect the unexpected. You know, if you think it's going to happen, you know, in the first week in January, you know, I say, hey, I think it'll happen in the first quarter of the year, you know, and that's pretty much where we're at with some of the things that aren't up and running yet, but some could be. And I think we're going to hear an announcement this week on something really spectacular. But as we roll this stuff out, just keep in mind, we're in before everybody else is, and it's not a blink of an eye. It doesn't happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. A monumental company like, and I'm going to tell you who I think we're going to be in the class with, like Facebook, like Amazon, like Microsoft, you know, all the biggest companies in the world, like the iPhone itself, Apple. You know, we are a new technology that I believe can gain acceptance and be utilized by billions of people all over the world. And that's a big statement to say, but that's why I jumped on the plane and made a quick decision, because I'm not playing around. I've been in direct sales network marketing for over 30 years. I'm a retired New York City firefighter, getting my pension from that. I've owned a video production business. I've owned a restaurant and catering business. I'm not here to play around. I'm here to maximize the opportunity at hand, and that's why I'm here. I'm not getting paid to do what I do other than what I earn based on what I produce. I believe in this model so much that I'm thrilled that the owners know me, like me, trust me, and want me to be a part of the advisory committee for this company. And that's what we're doing. So look at this screen right here, and this should give you a real good grasp of how extensive this can be. Right in the center there, you see the Phoenix. That's our logo for our Phoenix token. And our Phoenix token is not a meme token. It's not some dog or some cat or some silly thing. It's not a frog. This is a meme. This is not a meme token. This is a utility token. And what I learned from Tika Twari in the early stages was it's got to be a utility token. It's got to have a use. It has to have customers that will need to use it. And we have that, but it's not just a utility token. Like there's a really good utility token out there. Matter of fact, the number one I know of is called BNB, and that's Binance's utility token. So in cryptocurrency, if you're new to the space, every time there's a transaction, buy, sell, anything utilizing crypto, there's a transaction fee attached. Those transaction fees are paid for in what they call gas. And in Binance, their token, BNB, is the utility token that you pay for the gas, the transaction with. And that token today is selling for over $600 a token. So the possibilities and the upside possibilities are enormous. Guys, I'm going to do something here because somebody's mic is on. I'm going to mute everybody. Let's go to participants, mute all. There we go. I'm also going to turn off my video so that's not a distraction. There we go. All right, so the utility token Phoenix is utilized in every one of the things you see here and things that aren't even listed here that we're in the process of completing. Miracle Cash and More, we told you about that. Leveler is a trading platform soon to be also coming out as Miracle Swap. Miracle Estates is mind-blowing, blockchain project where the people who buy the condos with Phoenix get a 40% discount. How crazy is that? A $200,000 condo, and if you buy it with Phoenix token, it's 120,000. How many people do you know who want to buy that condo would want to know that, hey, I could get Phoenix token and get a discount? Yes, that's where we are right now. That's our first project. You're going to see it. It's the Phoenix Hero project. And then we have Miracle Sport TV. Hakan Torrehan, who's the brainchild behind all of this, launched it in 2017. And we were fortunate enough, friends of mine, Micah Thierd and Ray Vidrio. Micah is the CEO of Bellator. Micah is a principal partner in Miracle. And we go back 17 years. So I'm just fortunate and blessed that I heard about this so early on. That's why I jumped on a plane. I realized this thing's just getting started. I could be a part of something really, really big. Matter of fact, I think this will be the biggest thing. I know this will be the biggest thing that I've participated in regarding to, advising and building and doing exactly what I'm doing right now. And so Hakan, who's the brainchild behind this, loves football, not American football, but European football, which we call soccer. And he's got two teams. I went out to the first time I went there, I stayed at a hotel and resort that had a huge buffet. And the soccer team was in the process of training, and they were doing 2 workouts a day. And at breakfast, I'd see them. At dinner, I'd see them. They'd come back all sweaty with their uniforms on and all, just hungry as can be. And these guys are professional soccer players. And Hakan owns the team. So he said, hey, let's create more Miracle Sport TV and have our own television network. Imagine that. Look off to the right, Miracle Media. We're going to be coming out with a show on education on cryptocurrency. The Phoenix Hero project is going to speak for itself. You're going to see a nice video of that momentarily. Bellator, that's us. That's the marketing on, everything here in the upper right-hand corner. You got Mediterra. Underneath that, you got Miracle Pay. Now we're going to get into that sweet spot called Miracle Pay. And Miracle Pay is what we use for everything, including Miracle Estates. Let's take a look at Miracle Estates and what's going on. This is not a 4 minute. This one's only like 2.5 minutes, but it's going to give you a really good picture for what we're getting ready and are in the process of doing. And this we will earn on. Every time there's a transaction, cha-ching, we get paid.
Northern Cyprus stands out as a premier destination in beachfront property. It's consistently endorsed by Forbes magazine from 2021 to 2024. Located 50 minutes from the airport and less than an hour from 2 major city centers, Phoenix Hera, the hotel, residence, and casino complex, is being launched as part of the Phoenix Token strategy. Good news for Phoenix token holders, because Hera is the Mediterranean Las Vegas with so much more to offer. This project, expected to generate $100 million in revenue, will be completed in 3 years. Investors will enjoy 15 days of free access to all the complex's services annually and will be able to instantly track all revenue streams through the Miracle app. Do not miss this opportunity. Invest in the new Las Vegas of the Mediterranean today.
Does that look exciting to you or what? It does to me. Really stoked about it. So just imagine, this project is just the first of its kind. We'll end up doing multiple projects there in Northern Cyprus. We'll spread into Europe. And I believe that this concept of blockchain real estate will spread throughout the world. And based on what we're doing here, we all are going to have privy to that. And on this one project, 30% of all the revenue profits go to the node holders. So if you become a node holder, you're going to participate and earn cha-ching every time somebody uses the Phoenix token, by buying the units, by getting their chips when they're playing, by going to the restaurant, everything you'll be able to make a piece of. So this is kind of crazy. For as little as $1,100, you're tied in to the revenue and the profit from these incredible things. Then we have the Miracle Pay product, which is the actual technology that we get. Again, 30% of every swipe of every merchant that comes on board. And, we believe initially, we're going after, as many as, the goal right now is to put on 200,000 merchants in year 1. So wherever you think it could go into the millions, it could go into the tens of millions. And that will be what's known as Miracle pay every place people walk in the door and they have their Phoenix token and they're gonna pay for it. Or if they have their Bitcoin, they want to pay for it using Bitcoin, or they have their Ethereum, they want to pay for it. Whatever it is, whatever token it is they want to spend, they're going to be able to spend utilizing their cell phone, a QR code, and a little tap, just like they tap their credit cards today. That is the future.
Step into the future with Miracle's ecosystem. Own a node and connect directly to the heart of Miracle Pay in Phoenix Hera, a groundbreaking NFT-based hotel and casino. As a node owner, you secure and power every transaction, earning a share of revenues from both Phoenix Hera and Miracle Pay's global expansion. This isn't just a passive asset, it's your stake in a seamless, secure financial future. Join us to create tomorrow today.
All right. So as you can see, 30% of the transactional profits from these two areas come to us and we get paid daily. So how many of you have residual income daily? Probably not many. I have residual income, but usually it pays out on a monthly or a semi-monthly basis, maybe weekly. Ours pays daily. That's a lot of fun. And out of all the sales that come in and the revenue that comes in, the people who own the nodes receive 80%, and it's split 80-20, with 20% goes into one of our compensation structures that we're going to take a look at. And right now, if you're getting started, we have something called a cut, or the half node, which is the $600. A full node is $1,100. We have a 3-pack where you could buy 3, and a 7-pack where you could buy 7. Now, we have a special promotion that's going on right now. If you buy one of the 1,100, you get one. If you buy one of the 3,300, if you make a purchase of the 3,300, you get 3. And if you buy what we call a 7-pack, you get a 7-pack. So that's new. I just learned that this morning, but we have till Friday. I think it's 9 a.m. Pacific time, so it's really Thursday night to make these purchases, to get these. So if you want to get a great deal, here's your opportunity to do so. And when you do, we have the convenience for all of our essential purchases using our own. We're coming out with our own crypto debit card. And when people use it, we get paid on the debit card. Also, that flows into our what we call our unilevel plan. So we have CPU nodes that we earn on. We have the crypto debit card fees that we earn on. We have the referrals themselves that we earn on. So if you like my wife says, kind of like Jerry Maguire, the phrase from Jerry Maguire, show me the money. Well, my wife's favorite saying when I'm introducing her to something that I'm doing for the first time, she says, say it in cash. She doesn't want to mess around with hearing the pitch. She says, just say it in cash. I don't care. When I say it in cash, she's happy. So we kind of have a mutual agreement on most things, where I'll make the money and she can spend it. So I think it's a pretty good relationship. But for her, at least, no, it's great for me because it gives me the peace and the encouragement to keep going and do the things I love to do. So we have a 15 level unilevel. We do have a new plan that came out. Matter of fact, I just briefly read it through this morning. That's really outstanding. That's just the qualifications for this. So I'm going to quote them verbatim from the top of my head. So here's what's going to happen. You could sign up for free, and we're going to show that later. We call them partners. When you join to market this, you become a partner. There is no charge. It's free. And then there are ranks. There's 5 ranks we're going to talk about. But in this area, the ownership wants to make it easy for people, but they also just don't want to give it away, right? They want to make it so that you have some objectives and some goals to shoot for. So when you come in as a free partner, automatically you get 5 levels. when you reach what's called difference maker, which is a level up, or is it leader? I think it's leader. When you hit leader, you now qualify for 10. And when you, no, that's winner, you qualify for 10. Then leader, you qualify for all 15. Anyway, you'll be seeing that in the near future in the training. We'll get those. We're in the process of building out those slides right now. But it has been tweaked. We continue to tweak it now. Basically, if you reach the level of leader, we're going to show you that in a couple of minutes here, and then we're done. You reach the level of leader, you max out this comp plan. Whenever I look at a comp plan, I always say, okay, what does it take to max it out? What do I have to do to max it out? Well, to max out this plan, you're going to go to the level of leader, which is not the top of the, above leader is champion and above champion is legend. You don't have to go all the way to the top. We want it very, very reasonable for people to accomplish. And so that's the first pay structure. Now, this is the second pay structure. It's a 2-team pay structure. You got an A team and a B team, a left leg and a right leg. This is tremendous. When you look on the left, there are the rank advancements we talked about earlier: difference maker, winner, leader, champion, legend. And as you advance in rank, you're allowed to earn more on a daily basis based on the volume that comes in through your lesser leg. So you're going to be able to earn anywhere from 10 to 20% of that volume, but you're also going to have a maximum of what you can earn daily. So when you hit difference maker, you can earn 100. When you hit winner, 200, leader, 1,000, champion, 5,000, and legends can make 25,000 a day. That's the daily maxes. On the right-hand side, they're at 10 to 20%. We're making, in addition to this, even easier, and you'll see it in the very near future, and it has to do with our staking project, that you can actually buy. I probably shouldn't be saying this. I'm going to wait. I'm going to let Micah say this. I'm not going to say it, but it's tremendous. If you stake a certain amount, you get a certain amount, and it's phenomenal. Let's just put it that way. So on the lesser leg, you earn anywhere from 10 to 20%. And on the right, you can see one of the ways to qualify. Now we're going to have 2 ways to qualify. Actually, down the road, we're going to have 3 ways to qualify in these bonuses, to advance in these bonuses, I should say. And that is the percentages based on personal sales volume. That PSV is personal sales volume. And if you do 50,000 over any period of time, could take you a year, could take you 2 years. Once you've completed 50,000 in sales, you are qualified at the 20%. But right off the bat, you're at 10%. Yeah, you make 10,000 worth of sales, you're at 12, and 20,000, 14, and so on. And wow, where'd that come from? Technology. How did I do that? Anyway, I'm going to have to bring it to close here because I don't know where to go now. Let me see. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Is this it? Ah, this is a new slide. Notice it. Okay. Forgive me, guys. This is better. Here's how I do it. I'm just going to stop the share. All right, now we can bring this to a close. So I want to thank everybody. Oh, I see French is in the house. Edward, oh, so many great friends here. Coach the Leader's here. Cherry, the Caribbean Queen, is here. Good to see you. Gerald, Keith, great to see you, buddy. Mita, hey Mita, I want to talk to you. We got to talk. I'm going to call you after this Zoom. Got some questions for you. Love Mita. She's an amazing woman. Those who were in Vegas got to see her on stage. Just an accomplished woman. Tyrone's in the house. I don't want to leave anybody out, guys, but again, to reiterate what I said at the beginning, we're going to okay, I got to learn how to do this. Alton would always would call me up and say, hey, what's he call it? You got a spotlight so and so. So how do I spotlight myself? Oh, this is why that's not happened. My video's not on. There it is. So now I can spotlight myself. There we go. Ha! I did it. I spotlighted myself. Made me beg. So so we just announced today and put it out in the Telegram group that this week we're going to go live Monday and Wednesday. 12 noon like this Eastern time, like we just did. And then tonight, come back at 8 p.m. we'll be doing another one. We're going to do that, repeat that on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we're just going to do the daytime session at 12 noon. So that's our presentation schedule for this week. We have a lot of other things going on. I know people were plugged in. I know there was a special prayer Zoom for the people in California. Hope that some of you were there and participated in that. We just have so much going on, guys. But so far as Bellator is concerned, this is what we're locked and loaded in, and we're going to continue to work on this and improve it as we go. So if you are a person that was here for the first time and you say to yourself, that guy was all over the place, very confusing, but I like what he has to say. How do I get started? Get back with the person that invited you to be on this Zoom and tell them you want their link. Send me your link. I want to sign up. If you're like me, that's the way that's the way you'll be. And so with that being said, we'll bring this call to a close. Want to again thank everybody for coming out, and always remember that the best is yet to come. To God be the glory. We'll see you on the next Zoom. Take care now.